The bubonic plague, also referred to as the Black Death or Black Plague, was the deadliest epidemic in human history. Originating in Central Asia, the bubonic plague began with marmots, prairie dog-like rodents. These animals were hosts of Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes the bubonic plague. In close contact with rats, marmots transferred the bacterium to rodents who then transmitted the bacterium to fleas. In the 1330s, plagued fleas bit humans in China, causing tens of millions of deaths in 2 epidemics. The outbreak spread west across Central Asia via traders using the Silk Road. Rest stops for traders packed animals and humans from all over the world in tight quarters, encouraging the spread of disease. At the same time, Italians were operating a successful trading colony on the Crimean Peninsula at Kaffa, Mongolia. Disagreements about the Italians' occupation of the area led to conflict in 1344. Recall the epidemic of Black Death in Central Asia. The Mongolian soldiers had likely been exposed and even diseased, transmitting the Black Death to Italians. From there onward, the bubonic plague spread into Europe, causing a catastrophic epidemic, leaving 4 out of 5 with the plague dead. Doctors, priests, herbalists, and housewives tried to combat the disease with bloodletting. Leeches and toads performed such therapy with no success. Thus, famous plague doctor Nostradamus created a new treatment plan. Remove infected corpses, get fresh air, drink clean water, drink a juice with rose and hips, and do not bleed the patients. Doctors assessed patients wearing long goat leather robes and masks with crystal eyes and a long beak. This beak was stuffed with drugs and herbs like mint to prevent ingestion of diseased air. Canes were used to touch and analyze affected body parts. Sometimes patients would ask to be whipped by the cane as they saw their illness as a punishment from God for their sins. Despite the efforts of the plague doctors, 50 million of the 80 million inhabitants of Europe died of the Black Plague. Families threw diseased loved ones into the street out of fear of infection. Eventually, these bodies were cremated to burn off the bacteria. Relating to modern times, many individuals infected with the coronavirus are cremated out of fear that the virus is still alive. What other similarities and differences can you draw between the bubonic plague and the coronavirus pandemic?